I can't tell you the last time I stopped watching a Liverpool game before full time was announced. I can't. Do you know why? Because I usually like to sit through the entire game, win or lose, or draw. Today is one of those days where I said, fuck it. Don't care. Let me just come up here, make this video, and get it over with. I have no words for what we have watched today. It's miserable. This has got to be one of the most miserable seasons thus far for me as a Liverpool fan. And even though I'm a newer fan, I don't know what it was like, before Klopp came in or even during the beginning of Klopp's era. All I can tell you is where I am right now as a fan sucks. Okay? Every single fucking time there's an international break, we think to ourselves, oh, some of our guys are kind of back to normal. Maybe we'll get our heads out of our ass and play normal football again. Not today. Not today. Do you know where Nottingham Forest was placed on the table before today? You don't? Oh, let me tell you. They were 19th fucking place. Riddled with injury. With a couple of potential returns. But for the most part, an easy team to beat on paper for us. What happened? We get fucking embarrassed again. On a multitude of different levels. These fucking 3 goals that Forrest scored against us. I mean, Murillo at the 33rd minute off that set piece. That set piece doesn't happen without Konate fucking up. And I'll get to that in a second. Also, what's the deal with Alisson Becker getting blatantly blocked? And all of a sudden, the refs don't call that, but they called it against Van Dijk's goal a few weeks ago? Sure. Whatever you fucking say, referees. Whatever you say, you corrupt pieces of shit. I hate feeding into that argument, but this is just blatant stupidity at this point. It's blatant corruption. It's blatant stupidity. How are you going to call one thing one week and then call the exact same thing the next week the opposite? No idea. Genuinely no idea. Is there any consistency in Premier League rules anymore? Like, there's no consistency from what I've noticed. And I've been a fan of the sport and the league for only a few years. How are you going to sit here and tell me that what's for someone else is not going to be for another team? I don't know what the words I was trying to look for. I'm just so fucking scatterbrained and angry. I could sit here and wait a couple hours to make this video, but I'm not going to fucking do that because I want you and I to have the same visceral, raw reactions that we all have after this match. I'm really glad, though, that this game wasn't 4-0 because another referee fuck-up, mind you, didn't call it a handball, which I couldn't tell where the handball was, at least in the replays. The framings were a little screwed up, in my opinion. How in the fuck... How do they fuck up 2 big calls in one half is beyond me. And you know what the sad part is? Despite being down 1-0 at halftime, I don't think we played all that bad in the first half. And then for some reason, once the first half was over and the second half came around, it's like everybody forgot how to play the sport. Y'all been playing this sport for 10, 15, maybe more years since you were children. You're going to sit here and tell me you forgot how to play professional football? Professional soccer? I don't even. This is not football. This is fucking soccer to me, man. This is garbage. This is garbage, is what this is. Okay? That 46-minute goal by Nicolo Savona is miserable. Like, I don't even know how that. I'm not even sure how that even happened, genuinely. And then the Morgan Gibbs White goal at the very end is just another blatant example of defensive collapse that has been the story for us for the last, no one wants to admit this, but it's been the story for us not only all season, but it was the story last season too. And nothing was done to address it in the summer transfer window. But now we care about the defensive aspect of things. And you know what? I'm just going to get right into it because I have to say this. Keep Konate's bitch ass off the field until this whole shit with the transfer window is done. He's clearly not in the headspace to play games. He looks like a fucking dumbass out there. Okay? He's all over the place. He's scatterbrained. Get him the fuck off the field. Don't have him start again. I don't care who you have to put on. Put Calvin Ramsey on, for Christ's sake. The kid was right there to play the fucking position. And you put Konate on with Van Dijk, and it's a fucking shit show. Van Dijk didn't even really do anything wrong all this match that I noticed. Maybe someone else did. It was Konate that was fucking up more often than not. I mean, let's be honest. The Murillo goal at the 33rd minute doesn't happen without Konate shooting the ball into the goal side, and instead of trying to get it in on the side of the field where they could do a throw in. But the fuck do I know? He's just an idiot. I mean, when he's good, he's good. And of course, when he was good, it was Real Madrid. Notice a pattern, ladies and gentlemen? I just... This fucking guy is just causing us so many problems. He's causing so many problems. We should have just gotten Mark Gahey when we knew that this was in talks. So... And I just want y'all to know, this is almost exactly the same thing as what happened with Trent when his news was starting to break and leak and everything. He's playing like absolute dog shit so that he could fucking leave. All right? You're going to sit here and tell me the last couple of games of Trent Alexander-Arnold's Liverpool career was stellar? Especially in the second half of the season? No. Because he was so fucking focused on the Real Madrid bullshit that he completely forgot how to play the sport in the first place, and then he fucks off to another team, and he doesn't even get used. And hell, he's not even that good, apparently, from what I've been reading. So, they deserve each other, Real Madrid and Trent Alexander-Arnold, and at this point, Konate deserves to be with them. So get him the fuck off the team. Get him the fuck off the team. Don't have him start another goddamn game. I don't care if we're already at a lack of talent as it is. I don't want to see that fucking guy on the pitch, all right? I don't want to see shit. I'm sorry for cursing so much, but I'm so fucking angry right now at this team. I mean, for Christ's sake. 500 million pounds or dollars, whatever the fuck you want to convert it to. $500 million for the sake of me being an American, a Yank. And you're going to tell me this is the best that we have? This is the best we can perform? Isak alone cost $120-something million. He was the biggest signing of the bunch. And you're going to tell me I don't even think I saw him on the pitch all game. I saw him touch the ball like twice. Twice! He did nothing to get into the game. Salah was doing most of the heavy lifting on striking as well as Gakpo. And even defensively, like, Kirkes wasn't even that bad. I mean, he was okay. Wirtz never came on. As far as I know. Edetike came on to replace Konate? That shocked me. Okay, here's a kid that's more or less a striker, probably even more of a midfielder type, to be honest. And you put him on defense? Why? Was that all we had? God damn it. All that money spent in a record transfer window over the summer, and this is the best product we have to put on the field. I have no words. I have nothing to say How do we get blown out 3-0 by a 19th place team? And now we drop further. In case you guys didn't know, we drop even further than this. We were 8th, I think. We're 11th now. We're in the middle of the pack. Defending champions. It's shameful. It really is. And I blame just as much of this on Salah too, because Salah should have been subbed off forever ago. I mean, he was trying all first half, and then the second half, they just had an answer for everything he was trying to do when he was running off the pitch. I mean, the fact that they didn't sub off Salah or Gakpo is like, what do they have on the slot that he doesn't want to sub them off? I get that they're great. I get that Salah is fantastic, but he is not immune to being taken off the field if he's not performing. And that's exactly what he's been consistently doing. When he's good, he's fantastic. When he's not good, especially for as long as the stretches he has had, it's bad. And it's blatantly obvious that it's bad. And our game plan, all the time, despite all of this talent on the team, take it to Salah and have all the defenders fucking swarm him and make sure he gets no help in the process. No openings for Isak. Nothing for Gakpo for the most part. He had a couple of good attempts, but it was few and far between. The best attempt all day was McAllister's header, which got saved. I was shocked it got saved, but I miss it. I miss it. It's what is wrong with my team? What is wrong with our team? What is wrong offensively that we can't get it together? Somebody tell me. Is it selfishness? Is it the fact that we're still not gelling properly? What the fuck is going on? Genuinely speaking. This is pathetic. Genuinely pathetic. Almost as pathetic as Arne Slot. I saw a tweet from, what's their name? Anfield Edition, who I follow, and I respect some of their opinions for the most part, but they said something that was fucking stupid, okay? They said this is the beginning, keyword, beginning of the end of Arne Slot at Liverpool. The beginning? Like the last month and a half, 2 months wasn't the beginning? Terrible form, awful strategy, can't make right subs at the right times. Now it's the beginning? Are you nuts? Are you fucking crazy? Miss me with that positivity bullshit, please. Miss me with that positivity bullshit. Of all that, Arne Slot will get it together. He'll have time. He'll do this. He'll do that. He's had 2 weeks to figure this shit out, first of all. This was the game for him to come back and this was the game for him to come back and just smack the fuck out of the entirety of Nottingham Forest as an organization. And we lose 3-0 against a vastly inferior team. On paper, mind you. At this point, if Slot isn't fired by the end of this week, I don't know what to fucking tell you, okay? We have another game, I think in the Champions League coming up on Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving. I have absolutely no fucking faith for us to do anything in that. We might as well eliminate ourselves from the Champions League at this point, because we're already out of Champions League contention for next year. We're not going to get anywhere near there at this point in time. So it's win or bust in Champions League, and even then, I don't think we can win in this. So, you want my honest opinion? Get Slot the fuck out of here. If he doesn't win the game this week, or even have the team score a goal, get him the fuck out. I can't handle this anymore. It's been an absolute disaster, and it goes to show you, and I've been saying this periodically, I've been having conversations with my friends that are Liverpool fans as well. He inherited Jurgen Klopp's team and won a championship. Now, when he has his own team and his own blueprint, so to speak, for greatness, which on paper, we're fucking great, okay? All that money spent had us in line to be a 2-time repeating champ. Okay? We could have pulled off a dynasty like Man City did a few years ago. And now look at us. I'm not saying this is all on him. The individuals on the field also have their own fair share of blame. But at the end of the day, it also comes down to coaching and making the right calls when to take those players that are not performing off. And clearly, Slot has not fucking done that. So, want my honest opinion? Get him the fuck out. He doesn't win the game in the Champions League this week. Get him the fuck out. I have no other way of saying this nicely. I don't. I have nothing about this game that I can say nicely. I'm miserable. I'm angry. I said to you in the last video, we lose against Forest. My room, which was very dark at the time because I forgot to put the light on before I started recording, it'll be as black as my soul. And that's exactly what I feel like right now. My soul is in the depths of hell because I had to watch that game. So, in Anfield, no less, at home, which the atmosphere was garbage all night, by the way. You fans should... I don't even think you fans should be refunded for that because you probably could have had a lot more impact on the game than you did, and you sucked. So, you deserve every bit of money you spent to get to that game. You're just as much as fault here as the team is. The atmosphere was garbage all night. I barely heard them chant shit. Okay, especially after things started really getting bad. But I heard more Forest fans making in the away side making more noise than you guys. Pathetic. So everybody on this team should be ashamed. The fans should have come with bags over their heads for the next game. That's what I would like to see. Have them have bags over their heads. That would make a statement, for sure. So, that's all I have to say. Normally I end this video in saying, you'll never walk alone, but if you ask me, we are very much alone at this point in time. There's no positivity to be had in anything I have in this video. Zero. Nada. None. So, until next time, I'll see you on Liverpool Latest. Subscribe, like, and comment with your thoughts on the match as well, if you feel so inclined. Thank you.